work.
Gets will get out of there.
Whoa! Actually, too close. What is?
Neutral dash up immediately after the V-trigger activate, and he makes a command jab.
We're even on life totals again, just like that.
Right, just looks at how much we had to spend there.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Hold Forward Guilty Gear XX Accent Corp Plus R Sunday tournament. Joining me, of course, is good old Sleep Mode, and here it's me. It's the 5-star SSR pool of the Way Forward commentary. It's Hans Pichy Stockman. The stars aligned, and I can do commentary for one of these things for once. How's it going, Sleep Mode?
Oh, it's going excellent, Pichy, as always. Really excited to have Plus R being shown off with Hold Forward. I'm very excited to be back as well. Haven't commentated with these guys since DNF Duel ended, so really good to see Hold Forward, continuing to support just these smaller scenes. And look, I think we've got a fantastic show ahead of everyone tonight, because, the Plus R scene here, really small, but lots of really strong, really entertaining players who put in a lot of work, constantly on that grind. And yeah, look, I just think we're going to have a really good time tonight.
That's right, Artosis. We've got a great lineup of players here. We've got South Australia's modern legend Moose. We have the Victorian heavy hitters like Damon, and Muffins, and Mismatch, and Miami Sith. Oh my goodness me. Chrissy K's in here. Estelar, lots of good stuff here. Wide variety of characters as well. This is not just going to be a Sol and Kai night. We got Zardos, we got Robokais, we got Potemkins. Madness approaching. First, go ahead.
That's just what you expect from Plus R, right? Just madness.
But as always, you got to find a method to the madness. This is a game about finding that moment of control, that moment of calm, that bit of zen in a cruel, uncaring world. Guilty Gear XX is all about being the indomitable human spirit bursting in, defeating the indifferent cruelty of a cold universe. We're going to see the first ones to step into the void. Looking like on the schedule, it's Pixley versus Aeris. Is that right, boss?
We'll just assume that it's correct, given that our contestants have gotten started.
High-tier characters in the house, Biken and Jam. Jam gonna push lots of buttons. Jam very much like the Doctor Doom foot dive of this game, just jump H beats everything. Biken, arguably a top 3 character, generally considered one of the top tier of Plus R. As always, she has meterless guard cancels. That's right, meterless guard cancels. These are not Project Justice style where it adds 4 frames to startup. No, she just has them. They're really good.
They are very good, and I think the main thing here will just be seeing whether or not Iris is going to get those opportunities to use them, because Pixley definitely playing a very patient game here. We're going straight into the super to try and make something happen, but what's happening is we're just getting hit by those basic combos. We have the cards up as well, so those cards, Pidgey, those buff all of Jam's special moves for one use, correct?
Specifically, rather than inputting with the usual button, which is usually the kick button, you can instead do the input with the D button, and then you'll use the card version. So it's like she's building up stocks of EX moves which are separate to doing Detention Gauge. Usually, if you're just doing a meterless one, you'll charge up the 236K, the Fusion, the Dragon Kick. It's like the Dragon Kick in Killer Instinct. You just go flying across the screen real good, splats on the wall, big damage.
Yes, regular Hold Forward viewers here might actually see a few shades of Kim Woo in Jam.
There we go. Look at that wall splat.
Right there.
Okay, High Guts attempt there using the EXDP, which is usually a go-to combo ender when you're not quite sure if the 6HH is going to work still, because it hits a million times, it has a million years untech time, but, it heavily scales the combo, so you don't want to be using it too soon.
And it looks like Pixley used enough of it just at the right time. They were able to take the first game there in a pretty convincing fashion. We're going to have to see if Iris can make some adjustments here to try and get that Baiken game plan going. Because obviously Baiken known for her really strong defensive options, but she is certainly no slouch on the offense either, with fantastic buttons and some really powerful combo conversions.
Yeah, kind of almost feel like a Tourney sort of equivalent character. Where it's like, once she's just in that range where she's able to push her buttons, they got good hitboxes, they got good horizontal reach rather than being an infamous anti-error. Yeah, there's a bit of water guard on her command run that we just saw there, but you know, frames are a bit wonky there and a burst is going to knock them away. So yeah, generally, what you want to spend meter with Jam is the EX charge because it gives you one of each card, unlike Active Core where it only gave you 2 cards. So it's just, you get everything there. You get a mix-up tool, you get a damage potential tool, and you get the free frame DP, which is also a mix-up tool. Not quite the level of hitting those instant air dash DPs or whatever, but you know, you get from somewhere. Jan has plenty of other tools as well. For example, she has a parry against mids and overheads, which is very annoying. Her 6H is also throw invulnerable. Baiken also is a throw invulnerable normal. This game is like Street Fighter 2. Throws are a 1-frame move and a reversal. An extremely useful move. Layer 1 of Okazemi in this game is getting the opponent to mash throw at the spacing where it's not going to work and you get to blow them up. Yeah. Pixley getting us to a brisk start to the day.
Yep, really putting on a show, showing off just that that knowledge of jams, even just like those basic combos. Those will take you a really long way. Jam just really able to pump out the damage, and any knockdown she gets, and she's got plenty of access to them. She's going to get those cards, and then you just have to deal with the threat of that card buffed Ryujin right away. Does so much damage, has like wall sticks you for about a year, and then it's all just, you know, Jam City from there.
Hey, good. I didn't say first to 3 would be too long. I said that Guilty Gear has a lot of variability in match length. And I left it up to Slicer to make the call. But nevertheless, it's going to slow down when we start getting to some of these other matchups here. No HDR in the bracket, so we're not going to get the most infamous Oceanic region matchup, which is the Justice Robokai. Which is, you like Psychic Force 2012? It's basically that. Extremely fluid zoning. Okay, my girl Nemba stepping up to the plate here. Much more of a... She started Strive 2 years ago, then she moved very quickly to Wexard, and she's willing to try everything. It'll be exciting to see how she does here.
That's very, very good to hear. It's good to see the kids broadening their horizons.
The kids are alright. If they're not, they beat me in Exard yesterday.
Alright,
Let's do the worst I played in a long time across everything.
So
don't play games while going through withdrawal, everybody.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to have Fuse on the player 1 side playing Venom, player after my own heart, and Nemba on the P2 side with ABBA. So this is a really fun matchup. So Venom, his primary gimmick here is that he fights with a pool cue, but not just a pool cue. He's also got the pool balls that he can both fire as a standard projectile, like Fuse is doing right now, as well. Yep, so he's basically just got your Guile moveset without the flash kick, and he can also set the balls like we saw there, and then use his normals to just hit them along and create that kind of space control that he can easily follow behind. ABBA, on the other hand, very explosive character.
You want me to give the controversial description of ABBA?
Please.
Is the double X function of Leo White thing. They are both characters who are kind of okay but kind of slow by default, but they achieve a certain stance form at which point they are ridiculous, including insane pressure and a ridiculous reversal. ABBA's a bit more nuanced than that, since rather than just hold a button to get the back turn stance, what she needs to do is activate. She needs to feed her key blood, as we just saw. She can either take blood from the opponent with a command grab, or she can spend one of her blood packs to just immediately infuse it. When she's in this Moraha state, as it's called, her buttons completely change. She gets a proper run rather than the Capcom dash. She does insane damage, but every move she does that connects with the opponent, whether it's on hit or block, drains her life a little bit. And when she exits the mode, because you're only in it for a limited amount of time, if she ends it with the key grab, hitting taking some blood from the opponent, she gains back 80% of the life that was lost, whereas if she uses the blood pack, she gains back 130% of the life lost. So you got to make some decisions about how much attrition you're willing to spend in order to obtain great power.
And that's really important for ABBA because the other key thing to note about Moroha mode is that if her gauge is allowed to run out before she does anything to forcibly end the mode, then she is placed into an exceptionally long recovery animation, which is referred to as Tsuka motion. And that is an incredibly punishable animation that a lot of characters are able to punish even with an instant kill. So she ends up being a very feast or famine kind of character.
Yep. Generally, you're either going to have a round like this where you get nearly perfected, or you're going to double perfect the opponent.
Yeah.
And yeah, never... She needs to get on that grind. We've been playing too many gimmicky games in SA recently. We need to get back on that double X grind. We need to make sure that we give all these interstators what for next time they're down. For Big Chief 4. We haven't officially got the date out yet, but we're looking like middle of October, so put that in your calendars roughly.
Alright, so going into game 2 here, I think the main thing that I would like to see from Nemba is just being less afraid to use those blood packs to try and make something happen, because the key thing to know about Venom is that while his, neutral and space control are very potent, he is notably lacking in defensive options. He's only got the universal systems to his name. No DPs or anything like that to speak of.
Not even reversal super, unlike everyone else in the cast. As a general, this game has a reversal super for everyone. No, Nemba! You key grab off the normal through! Go for Okazemi. Halfback H, girl. Get the grips.
Alright, so we're just going for that. Alright, Venom's probably close to stun now.
Okay, we're close enough for the grab off it. Here we go. 2H is a throw involved normal. No, that is a rare thing to see. You do not want to be matching against Abba normally, because basically every button is plus in Moroha mode. Counter hit jump air, so that's a big combo starter there. Force break done by Hyper Armor DP, one of her most infamous tools. There we go. Swing again, run in. Just run in, girl. Just do 2H butt. That's all you need. Keep it simple.
Alright, so there's 2 knockdowns done. Alright, we spent the blood pack to keep ourselves safe. Very smart. And Nemba does have a pretty comfortable life lead here, but excellent use of the force break slide to get through those projectiles. And that is the main reason why Venom in particular can't get too lax with just throwing out the projectiles against Abba, because she does have that slide. She can just swoosh right in and scoop you for it.
Remembering these certain ball formations will have the ball go low enough to connect on the meterless roll, because it's just upper body invol rather than a fully invol move.
Yeah, you would need to use one of the lower sets, like S or even D set, which puts the ball basically at his feet.
Playing the conventional game here, like, hey, if basic guy will play is what's working. Oh my goodness me. That's a real knowledge check there. Hey, are you someone who is actually reacting to what people are pushing on your way down? If not, hey, sweet. Catch him landing with an overhead. Rage, good. Jump S.
Oh, we've got the big counter hit as well, and that causes that ground slide you get the full combo off of. Nemba not quite able to get the full conversion, but we've got a very significant ball set on screen right now. The balls do disappear after a certain duration if you don't hit them. So it is use it or lose it.
I got a terrible feeling that Nemba needs to be building less model kits and start grinding out with some murder matches. Learn the source.
Yeah, we need Murmur to get another protege, another ABBA student.
Yeah, she's building up an army of children soldiers. Truly the sundowner of the Fossar community, Kids are cruel. Murmur's in touch with her inner child. Here we go. Get something going here. Counter hit. Jump S, very hard to anti. Ooh, push those buttons though. Dark Angel, the last second.
Oh, what a gold burst! Unfortunately, wasn't able to turn it into anything, but certainly that was a very South Australian gold burst. I'm seeing shades of Wick Dude in that one.
Oh, rest in peace, Wick Dude. One day they'll appear at something again. Don't encourage them though. They'll start making more Evangelion parody in your anime.
Shit, she's gonna get grounded again.
Season 3, it's real.
Alright,
up
and
that
so
guard bar.
where... Yes,
There we go.
so,
Look
yeah,
at the damage there.
far out. That's
Good
and that guard bar build is the ticket to Venom's big damage. Normally not a particularly very high damage character, but he can put out some pretty threatening stuff when he's able to crank that guard bar like he was using with those charged stinger aims there. And unfortunately, the zoning there is just a bit too strong for
He's like Eustace. Venom's not a zoner. He uses the projectiles to stop other people's projectiles at range.
Yes. No, Venom, very technical, very adaptable character in many respects, especially as far as at least as far as neutral situations are concerned. But yeah, Fuse taking that one, clean 2-0, and you know, that's actually, we did tell you that there is a lot of variance in how quickly these matches can go. We just had that example back to back. We had the very quick 2-0, and we had the very slow 2-0. It's a very diverse game, this old Guilty Gear.
That's right, it is a land of contrasts, and we're going to see some contrasting play here with Miami Synth versus Hungry Man to just about finish up this winners round of the bracket. I presume that Saf versus Fuse is happening off stream. Saf can teach Fuse a lot about what it means to play a non-zoning character like Guile. As we get... I can't believe I saw that conversation last night. It's giving me brainworms. Let's check the chat. Let's see what's happening in the chat here. Miami Synth saying Venom is like Guile but for communists. True. Just like Abba is for people who take estradiol.
Venom is like Guile, but for communists. Jeez, I really am just getting called out here, aren't I?
I mean, it makes sense. You know, like, he's not American. I think that's the key.
Ah, yes, of course, of course.
And you know, like, what did we see? We saw Venom have a lot of fights, then, like, deal with some bad guys, and then he retired to a bakery. So he was engaging in the conquest of bread.
I'm not sure that's what Kropotkin was getting at, but you know what? We'll go with it. So we've got Hungry Man with the Order Soul here versus Miami's Chip. Miami, very experienced player. We see him a lot in the weekly brackets that Fiery puts on. Chip, many of Hold Forward's viewers, I'm sure, will be familiar with Chip in Strive. A lot of the same story here. Very fast.
Strive Chip is very long, whereas this Chip is you've got other options.
I mean, like, just in terms of the basic game plan. Although what you'll be seeing here is, yeah, definitely less of those Wrecker mix-ups and more of just these grab setups. And specifically, you'll be seeing usage of a technique called a faultless defense cancel, where Chip is going to basically faultless defense, like cancel the startup frames of his dive kick into faultless defense. And that will allow him to basically subtly change his jump trajectory and create tricky left-right situations.
It's also a key part of, like, timing the setup to get your safe jumps. Because he has an ambiguous cross-up that's also a safe jump. Brutal stuff.
Yes. Now, of course, that brutality does go both ways. Chip, of course, very susceptible to incredibly high damage combos, especially from a character like Order Soul. So, Order Soul in the lore is a version of Soul Bad Guy from the past, who... Yes,
and his young Joseph in Heritage of the Future, you know?
Yeah, and his design is meant to be a deliberate callback to Guilty Gear 1, so you can see he's got that separate meter above his tension gauge, and that is his charge meter, which he can charge up by just... He's got an instant charge, which he can perform after certain special moves, and he can manually charge up the gauge as well, and then he can use that to buff his special moves and just do some absolutely ludicrous damage. Unfortunately, Hungry Man didn't get much of a chance to show that off because Miami just had an absolute chip game right there.
Moved around, didn't get hit. Yeah, heavy hitting that character Order Soul. Now, the big thing about charging is, much like in Guilty Gear 1, that manual charge with 214D, that's a special move, and it has like 1 frame of recovery whenever you let go of the button. So any special cancelable normal, you then just input 214D after, and you basically remove all recovery frames. Which allows you to do very good safe repeatable pressure, and allows you for some funny pickups, like sweep into an air combo. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Your soul is mine!
Oratayo! Karaina! It's double X are gonna go to get the Nishiwatari soul here. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Flame! Come flame! Bandit revolver!
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one of the big things in this game is that the throws are 1 frame startup and will beat just about anything if they connect on the same frame.
Hey, though, that's throw in vol, baby. Oh, pushing a button. I just did that Storm Viper. You got the attention. Just let it rip. Try to do smart stuff. Don't do smart stuff against Chip. Got about to be really smart or even dumb. Just desperately swing and wait for not expecting. Oh, Hurricane. One more of those.
Oh, and just that jump P, you can just do that with Autosol. It is such a good button. Fast, great hitbox, really low commitment.
Yeah, that's right. Autosol did, or rather, Soul Bad Guy did modify a magic fire sword to resemble more like his concrete block, which is why his magic sword kind of looks like a cricket bat.
Right, so we did see a really good corner combo there. The Autosol version of the Dust Loop.
Some interesting decisions here by Miami, where they're fishing a lot more for resets in situations where I'd expect, like, say, jump install, close S2H. And that's probably because that's hard to do. And you may have forgotten. Counter hit jump D. Counter hit jump D does initiate a ground splat, which allows...
Oh, into the FRC, and the pickup to continue the combo into the kill. Really good stuff from Miami there.
Yeah, Killer Instinct is cool. It's just like Guilty Gear. Check it out. Oh my goodness me. We're gonna go with the fast fall into command grab. What is this, 0?
Lots of throw resets happening. There's another one, and...
You ever seen the old clip of the Chip, the Summit versus Ogawa or someone where, in the Accent Core era, where Summit just does D-teleport FRC jump D like 8 times in a row?
Oh, yeah, no, that's wonderful. Absolutely, that's an historic moment right there.
I feel like it might have been Bob or something. I don't recall it being the Greens auto, the dreaded Ogawa. Ooh, yeah, that's an interesting moment there. Is that online drop with the internet dash pickup or Nintendo Beta Burst? Ooh, watch out. Yeah, Force Break Gamma Blade, one of the biggest improvements that Chip received in Plus R. Just a really good move, a projectile that beats lots of stuff and has so much hit stun.
Oh no, and Miami, I think, trying to press something on Wake Up there, just eating that 6k. And much like Baiken, that button is throw invincible, very plus on block, just incredibly good meaty option for Autosol, and it will allow Hungry Man to even the score up to 1 apiece.
I mean, Baiken and Autosol having the same 6k and it being thrown vulnerable makes sense when you realize that that's the same sort of kick Stone Cold Steve Austin does before hitting the stunner, so, you know, people never grab him out of that. They never hit like a Dragon Screw or whatever, so, yeah, it makes sense. That kick is throw in vol, and then you get the stunner after.
You know, the design of fighting games can be inspired by many different things in many different places.
Wrestling. If it's an SNK game or a Sega game, probably just pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was indeed a good pro wrestler. That is true. Check out his match with Bret Hart in Survivor Series 96. That's
Check
right.
Check out this match as well. We just saw an excellent confirm off the anti-air from
Look at the
Miami.
light difference already. 30 seconds into the round, Miami's nearly dead here. You've got to keep hitting those mix-ups. There's going to be death by 1,000 cuts. Or guard cancel. It's going to be death by matching. Throw through the gun blade. So good. Punish this? Yes, there we go. Keep it simple.
Catching the tech with the 2H. Miami does like to go for that read a lot. Just try to... Oh, wow. What a cross-up.
Last chance. Watch out. Avoiding the Fafnir, but the Cardinchu strat's still strong. Match that jump beat.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Jumpy is such a common pressure starter for certain characters in Guilty Gear, and I always associate it with Cardinchu. Just because Exod 1.0, just seeing that Ramlothal do it every round for match after match on the Mikado cabs. It's like, oh yeah, this button is just that good in 1.0. Oh, reset into the grab. One more time. Close to stun here.
Oh, just barely missing the punish on that burst and eating a DP for the troubles. but we are seeing really the cornerstone of how Autosol starts pressure, just that jump heavy slash. Because Autosol's jump arc is more like Mr. Karate hopping at you in the King of Fighters 13. And he's pressing that jump CD, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Like I said, the jump H is an overhead in this game.
Yeah.
I like karate jump CD. And this dude can technically cancel off his sweep. He is just like karate. Why does Mr. Karate have high jump cancel off his sweep? Miami, please. Please get your teleports in. Get that damage off the table.
Right, that burst just connecting at the last possible moment. That was really important for Hungry Man right there. We've got the charge on deck, Fafnir. That is an incredibly fast half-screen low.
He needs it. Ooh, watch out. You can describe it about basically every kill the game move that's done. It's like, yeah, they actually do need it. Otherwise you become rigid.
Yep. Ooh, great mash out of the air tech.
Oh, here we go. Reversal super.
Sunset Organ.
But high guts and not enough. Jumping out, good reactions here.
And the FRC to cover that charge. You can technically spend 25 meter to make your DP almost safe.
Yeah, it turns your DP into a knowledge check, so, you know, it's like a super turbo DP.
Yeah, you gotta punish it. Yeah.
We love SF2.
And, speaking of knowledge checks, Hungry Man losing the 5D knowledge check right at the end there. You don't get any of the signposting of this move is an overhead in GGXX the way that you do with Exard or Strive. You know, you just got to know that that's what the overhead looks like, even if it doesn't look like an overhead.
Alright, are we getting Damo? Oh, are we getting this Saf versus Fuse match, or are we getting Damo Muffins?
That sounds devious either way.
Well, I hope you remember Guilty Gear XX Sharp Reload second gig, 2003, Ogawa Zato versus FAB Potemkin. Hope you remember Super Battle Opera rather, Togeki 2010, Guilty Gear XX and Core 3v3, Zato versus Potemkin. Once again, FAB versus Ogawa. FAB nearly beating Ogawa. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing that. Although Damo possibly playing a bit of Axel. Just as miserable for Potemkin, so don't worry. You got to get out your glow sticks, you know. You might not want to be cracking the orange ones too soon. It might be a bit too early in the set, but you know, Muffins may just get that crowd pop.
Alright, so we are seeing Damo go with the Eddie. So these two, they play each other a lot. Regulars in the weekly brackets that we host over at Fiery's channel. Muffin just...
Oh, here we go. Toki and Accent Court? No counter hit Nobidori to death today. I mean, that doesn't work on Potemkin anyway. It takes too much to stun.
Alright, and...
Nobidori, terrifying. Here we go. Big meter build here. With the pit extension. By that time, we're gonna go for an unblockable? No. Even to the super knockdown hit. EX skills, watch out. All the time. Oh! So rude. Shadow Gallery loop. Damo, moving on.
I was content to just let you handle that one. I know how much you love commentating Zato matches. Or Eddie matches, rather.
Look. He's a blind assassin who uses the power of his shadow to make drills and shards. Coolest dude out there. Then he opens his mouth and you go, wow, this dude sucks.
Just the worst guy you have ever met.
This guy has women issues, huh?
Now, many of Hold Forward's regular viewers will be familiar with Potemkin in Strive, just doing 10 million damage off of Potemkin Buster. And you'll be glad to know that he does actually do that in this game as well, but in Plus R, he does that by getting a combo off of Potemkin Buster in the corner.
Yeah, not one of the matchups where he gets the combo midstream. But it's fine. It's more like 5 million damage off the Pod Buster, but to compensate, he has tools. He has so many tools.
He's got a lot going on, and unfortunately, none of it is really able to come into play versus Eddie here. Damon just, really taking control of the screen. Because, really, everybody thinks of, Eddie Zato as the character who, with he does the grimy puppet mix-ups and forces unblockables on you and stuff like that, but he really has some incredibly potent space control tools.
And that's what always made Ogawa such a terrifying player. It wasn't the unblockables, it was just like he dominates the screen, putting you into the position where he then gets to run the unblockables on you. Like, you look at like late reload era Ogawa, and he's not even using the infamous buzzsaw by the end. It's like, yeah, I will kill you off one Nobito.
So really the key thing in this matchup here is, yep, that's what Muffin loves to do, and that might be the ticket here if you can find those spacings where you can get those massive Potemkin buttons to work.
And yeah, if you are asking, how does Pod do in this matchup? Well...
we will let this one speak for itself.
I mentioned the second gig tournament for Reload because it's the closest a Potemkin has ever gotten to beating a Zato at high level, and it's still a loss. It's one of the roughest matchups out there. Like, it's like Chip Slayer, it's bad times. Oh, nice going. Ah!
There's the skills. So, now remind me again, Pichy, how that particular unblockable setup that Damo just went for works. Is that a high-low unblockable?
That was a high-low. Yeah, that was just to just tack on as much damage as he could, really pressing the life lead. So that was, the spit bubble is an overhead and the drill hit at the same time, which is a low. So I'm sure you can like James Chen, that's hard to blockable, but no, you ain't blocking that stuff. You ain't blocking that. Nobody's blocking that. Yeah, it's really swinging with these Nobitas here. So yeah, Potemkin jumped here, real good butt, real good at not getting hit by things.
Alright, we've got the FRC off of the Hammerfall there, the combo into the Heat Knuckle, into Extend. Jump out of the delayed pot buster, no less. Incredible awareness from Damo.
And we saw a good demonstration of that last Hammerfall of how effective Eddie himself is, because Eddie will take a hit which counts as being a hit taken. So that means like the Hammerfall will just let rip on the Eddie, and then Zato gets to just push buttons. Yeah. Zato Potemkin. Scary stuff.
It's a rough one.
Gotta work out how to climb the mountain sometime. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. Damo gets to get blown up by Buster next. You'll get to see some honest play. Some honest dodging. Moose versus Chrissy K. Okay. Now Moose has a lot of characters. A bit of a mischievous person, that Moose. So Robokai is the signature Moose character, but he has a bag of tricks that he'll pull out sometimes depending on his mood. So we'll see how serious he is, how quickly he wants to win, if he's going to be, well, I'm playing Potemkin today. Certainly Pot Slayer. Always a bit of a problem for Slayer.
That's right, and we're going with the Robokai. And of course, Chrissy K with the, the most electrifying Slayer in the Oceanic region right now. Slayer, of course, a character with the teleport dashes. Key thing is he is able to cancel
Slayer is the Cody of Guilty here. He's the character of the Cody guys. You know, like the Cody guy is a certain type of Street Fighter player? That's what Slayer is. Anyway, he has good buttons, he does good damage, his dash is involved to compensate for it being a Capcom dash. Let's go. Yeah. He can transfer some of those iframes onto his special moves. He Tiger Knees the special move out of the back there.
That's right, because the his dashes are jump cancelable as an extra bit of compensation for the decreased mobility. And another thing that this character has a lot of is plus on block overheads. You'll be seeing a lot of that.
Auto guard with the to goad Moose into pushing a button here. Now Robokai's a funny little character. He has a very unique meter system which has two steps to it. The first is that his regular meter, his special moves will operate differently the more meter he has. And he can only gain meter by putting down mats that steadily fill up his meter, or by doing a certain command grab that stills the opponent's meter. He also has a heat gauge where various moves, most notably 6H, but also a lot of his special moves, will build up this heat gauge. The higher that is, the more damage his moves do, and some of their hit properties are altered. In particular, his normals as well as his special moves. But if it's too hot, then he explodes.
Oh no, and those missiles so hidden, allowing Moose to take
Nothing
the first
good about
game pretty
those.
convincingly. No, they were very obvious missiles.
Robokai does have a hidden missile in Plus R. If he's at high heat, then his 2H anti-air missile will fly up and then also come back down a bit later. Which can be very annoying. Yeah, Robokai's a bit of an odd one. Certainly I would say the signature thing about him is the air rockets. To begin with, they're just this crappy little shot that falls down. When he's when he's over 25 tension, then they have partial homing. And when he's over 50 tension, then they split off and become a homing cluster rocket, which is extremely annoying for a lot of characters to deal with. But especially when they drain a bit of meat to compensate.
Good lord, banking a whole lot on that pile bunker at round start, but Moose, very patient player, willing to just sit there and let Chrissy K commit to something.
And yeah, if you're DP at 50 tension, then it automatically turns to a super.
Alright, setting down those mats there. Oh,
No. Ooh, this might be dead. Nope, a bit too far away to pick up on the wall bounce. Oh, but these EX dandy steps here. Slayer does have a 25 tension reversal in this game. Gonna get the full flippy here. Yeah, one more. No reset, but hey, 6H ground bounce. Get the funnies. One more. Oh, crosswise.
oh no.
Upper body invol on that crosswise. You're not enough to save you when they're blocking.
Yeah, Chrissy K bet the farm on that one, but we do have the overhead.
Oh, cross
Into the
EVU, nice. Get them across the screen. Yeah, can't pick up off of that 5H bumper because Robokai is too heavy. That's right. Virtua Fighter character weights. They're in this game. Robokai, a bit of a Taka Adachi here. No ring outs, fortunately. Beautiful bait on that DP. Do it again. Cross up again. Moose has seen that though. He's got this stuff memorized. High internet speed now that he's moved down into the suburbs. Downloads. Here we go. Robokai install. So while this super is active, there is a timer above his head. In that time, he has passive hit again. But when the timer runs out, he explodes with a big lightning blast that will knock him down. And yeah, that's real good. You can whiff punish that at that space.
Right, and that probably hit there because that's that charge that Robokai just used is throw invincible. Well, it's actually just completely invincible, isn't it? It's also plus on block, so we do have the Robokai install active again. Both players on a magic pixel, and I'm surprised that that's the first air throw we've seen from Moose in this set.
Well, Chrissy wasn't jumping much.
It's very true. Very true. But that is a 2-0 to Moose. Moose, a very, very strong player. Really able to just frustrate you into making the mistakes that let you end your own life in the match right there.
Moving on to the winners' quarters here. To winners' semis. Buster versus Damo coming up, it's looking like.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Damo, we just saw how devastating the pressure of Zato can be. Buster, Mr. Fundamentals, picking Kai, the Ryu of this game. He throws fireballs, he has a DP, he has some nice footsies buttons. That's Kai. Good Boy Scout, traditional fighting gameplay. Whereas Cole is the kid. He does DP. Kai Core's having a DP which can be low profiled by a certain number of moves. Most infamously, Soul Sweep.
Yeah. When in doubt. And now we are seeing Damo
with it. Doesn't want to.
Bringing out the Axel here with where we want to counterpick Ryu with Dalsim. I don't know if that's ever a counterpick historically in Street Fighter 2, but
yeah. So the way to understand like the button zoners in this game is that Axel is the Street Fighter 4 style Dalsim, where it's about poking with these buttons and having these projectile game. Whereas Faust is the Street Fighter 2 Dalsim, where you think you're gonna poke with the buttons, but actually you're gonna go in and do pressure and do dive kicks and be a monster.
And speaking of being a monster, Buster just on a tear right now. Damon not really able to establish much of anything here.
Yeah, most infamous thing about Kai execution-wise is his projectile FRCs, because every projectile FRC has a different timing to the others. So you've got to memorize a lot of different rhythms for just maintaining the best parts of his neutral game. That's one of the easier ones, the charge stun edge, which is a big option tool. Nice, blocking the overhead in the air, getting that punish. No flip up here, not going for an air reset. Keeping it simple, nice, Axel beam.
And just in case there is anyone in the audience who is not completely familiar with what we're talking about when we say FRC, so Guilty Gear Execs, of course, has the Roman cancel system you'd all be familiar with, but the unique Roman cancel that this game has is what's called the FRC, the Force or False Roman cancel, depending on who you ask. And it is a special Roman cancel that it's signified by a blue flash. It only costs 25% tension rather than 50, but it's only applied to a specific timing window on specific moves in your character's kit. So it's kind of like
Stun Dipper, it's right before the active frames of the second hit of Stun Dipper.
And so you can kind of think of it as a way of having a funky EX-style property on a move without actually changing the properties of the move itself, which of course is performed by Force Breaks and Accent Core. And the FRCs are very, very important for most characters, so you'll be seeing a lot of them. Damo, turning that one around, taking the first game, was able to find those offensive rhythms at mid-screen and just keep Buster from doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, beautiful to see Buster really getting that lead early on and Damo making some good adjustments here. We're getting a water break. Take a shot of water, everybody. Double X Axel portrait. Beautiful stuff. It's my golden grin. Certainly the most British that Axel's ever looked.
Oh, absolutely. The most Axelist of Axels, alright?
Truly about to ask for some smack bomb with P-Word on it. You know?
Oh, he's from up north, is he?
God, Anna summer bubbies yet, oh aye. 6K. Type 4 French. So.
Alright. Definitely
Nice.
definitely looking to get his chips wet right here. Unfortunately, we're all sold out. We've only got the heater. This is getting away from me.
Yeah, he's getting a bit like those 10 deals right there. He's feeling himself a bit too much and hard exploding in the cocaine. There's
Oh my god.
So good. Beautiful spacing there. Only certain spacings that stun dipper works out as a combo tool. Here we go again. Keeping it simple, projectile locky. Stop that Axel.
Oh, unfortunate whiff on the dead angle attack there as well. So you've got more traditional guard cancel attacks in this game. Unique animations for each character.
Why aren't you in the tournament, man? As we see Damon die. Oof.
Buster taking it back, saying I can play that game too. So my understanding is that the reason Murmur is in this tournament is because she does not have a working controller at the moment.
Oh no.
Which is very unfortunate. I would have loved to see Murmur playing in this tournament.
Oh, you know, if you're having trouble accessing a controller, then I would like to mention that you could perhaps purchase one from Pugilist Gaming, a proud sponsor of the Hold Forward tournament series. You know, they're a one-stop shop for the fighting game community. Pugilist Tech has everything you need to take your fights to the next level, including quality parts from Brooks, Sanwa, and Combat. Headquartered in Melbourne, Australia, with affordable flat rate shipping to everywhere in Australia and New Zealand. Check out more at pugilist.tech. Oh, nailed that one!
You did a great job.
Nailed this round here. Oh, baiting the DP, Damo! With the pickup off the counter hit 5K as well. Love to see it. Oh, bit bad on that beam and no FRC.
And you know, we see so many of those just clean anti-airs from Buster whenever he plays, and they never get tiring, just like that. Gimme 2. We're gonna get 3. No, we're going straight into the 6H. Sacred Edge.
PPPPP for the high guts. Hell yeah. That was all off of Damo not respecting a single jump kick.
Beautiful stuff. And we've got the 3H on deck here, blocking that me, taking those plus frames.
Greed Sever, classic example of how any description of a move property in Guilty Gear has a big old asterisk next to it. It's like, is this an unsafe low crush overhead? Sometimes it's unsafe. Look at that context, brother.
Oh, FRC forcing out the burst there from Buster. We've got the pressure coming up here. Beautiful staggers. FRC from the stun dipper. FRC again from the stun. Oh, wow. What a call out on that Greed Sever.
Reach for the stars. Climb every mountain higher. Let's go, Axel. Yeah. Always tricky to tell if you can actually get that bounce.
Axel Bomba! Oh, and disrespecting, Buster there expecting Damon to be on the ground, but the full jump landing that Street Fighter ass jump in and taking the second round.
Damon giving a good demonstration of the mighty BP betting with the 3-piece standing low that has a disjointed hitbox. Very good for Okazemi. Now, there's an example of what's called an impossible dust, because in this game, your dust follow-up, you've only got the jump follow-up, and it's not always what you want, because you don't want to... A lot of characters don't want to end their air combo in the air, they want to get back on the ground, so you alter your air momentum usually by just immediately double jumping, and that keeps the opponent launching up and forcing them into a certain amount of untech time, at which point you can hit them on the way down. You will be landing sooner than they will. Oh, trying to just clutch it out here with the ODG Lightnings. Do one for measure? No.
Oh, and we are making a statement. Buster with the IK declaration right at the end.
Full confidence, entering attack mode, playing Pot of Greed, drawing 2 extra cards and putting them straight into his hand. It's Miami Synth versus Moose. Here we go. Chip versus probably Robo, but we'll see. We'll see.
This
If Potemkin may be on the cards.
And I mean, either way, that I think this match is certainly not going to be a slow one, but there's always a chance of someone lagging behind. That's the nature of these things. But who isn't lagging behind is Lagger Gaming. So Lagger Gaming graciously supporting Hold Forward through the entirety of Season 3, and we just absolutely cannot thank them enough. So for anyone unfamiliar, Lagger Gaming is an esports organization based out of Nashville, Tennessee in the USA that specializes in the brand building of players and the management of content creators. They also compete in many fighting game titles such as Street Fighter, Tekken, and Killer Instinct. And outside of the FGC, they have teams and members for games such as FIFA, Pokemon Go, and Call of Duty. And I can tell you in specific that they also promote players in the US for Def Jam Fight for New York. Shout out to Joey Bag of Donuts. For more information, hopefully including on their Def Jam Fight for New York sponsorship opportunities, head over to laggergaming.com, so that's LAGRgaming.com, or to Lagger Gaming on all major social media platforms. Nailed it.
We are unstoppable.
We're just on top of it. If anyone wants to hire us,
Give us money.
we will commentate for money. Speaking of money, Miami going for that money straight away with that 5D, forcing out the burst from Moose really early on. And now we are...
What's going on here? Controller issue? Or are some impolite shenanigans happening here? Letting Moose build other mid? Or the Moose reset on Moose? Love to see it. Air throws, of course, in Guilty Gear, extremely potent anti-airs because the hitbox goes upwards mostly. There we go. And of course, you know, still one frame. Oh, here we go. Yes. So Robotech has a running move, you know, he's like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, whatever it's called, Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. Oh yeah, I do the Rising .web joke. Yeah, but you know, that's attacks. Robokai, same thing. Running, if you push any button while running for enough frames, he'll do this running attack that's invulnerable and steals meter. Very annoying move. Leads to very funny exchanges due to how large the iframes are, to the point that, say, if Justice uses a strike back tail counter on it, then she will in fact be at like -10 if she successfully counters the running attack.
Yeah, lots of just hilarious interactions like that in this game that make you say, Guilty Gear.
That's right. Brings the girls into the room as they go, Guilty Gear. People love this game.
Look at that guard bar build up from Miami.
It was like damage or had to burst. That was going to be dead. Like with guard bar that heavy against Robokai hitting with the clang, yeah, that chip was gonna die off that guard bar. Kinda sad it didn't happen now. Would have loved to have seen it. It's okay, here we go again.
The 5H interrupting that 6K, and we're just We are just playing Samurai Showdown right now. None of these characters are biking. What's going on here?
Yo, Kusareguro in the house are gonna sit down back against that Yoshitora for 99 seconds.
Absolutely legendary set. Oh my god, we are chasing that bag again with the 5D.
Yeah, I think the only Sam Show 5 special match that can compete with it is Al.mp3. Out of MP3.
Oh no. You let Haomaru use stupid slash.
Look, he didn't think I was gonna do the real teleport after, what, 8 fake teleports?
Right, so Moose
on the
taking
board.
that first game, but not for a lack of trying from Miami. We'll have to see if Miami can just maintain some momentum because, like you said before, Pichy, Chip is definitely a death by 1,000 cuts kind of character in this game. Not much access to huge damage, so you really gotta keep up that momentum and make sure that you're able to...
Yeah, he has a lot more opportunities to make the mistakes than he did in previous Guilty Gears. But yeah, he's not quite X out of Strive, whereas like he has the damage as well as the movement. Wall going for those air resets with that 2H. Wrap the text. There we go. Yeah, you don't really get a combo off that counter hit missile, but you do get extra damage. Feel good because that sweet, sweet hit stop. Oh, there we go. No respect there. You gotta remember, that's also a throw, the throw that Moose is mashing. Just mashing that back edge.
Oh my god, and we just got the other throw, forcing out the faultless defense there. No meter,
Yep, no
which
FD.
means all chip damage.
That's right, truly the chip is damaged here. We'll see if he winds up like a Jared Leto Joker with that damage on his tattoo. Whoa. Beautiful punish on that Agni Alpha Blade. You don't see that every day.
Right, and challenge with the close slash there, but nothing coming of it.
Okay, that's really cool to see. Like, I mentioned before Moose was mashing back throw. Moose is also mashing the FRC afterward. Just in case it whiffs. Whoa, man. The stress there and accidentally putting slash back. Hate to see it.
We haven't actually seen much of it used for its intended purpose, but slashback is a mechanic in this game that only costs just a sliver of your meter every time you attempt it. It's essentially just a parry. Just a third strike style parry.
Oh, yes, that's an overhead. Agni DP. And it does have an FRC point, but, you know, it's a bit tricky to land, and Moose was mostly just there to hit the DP. And he did. Well done to Moose. Ooh, committing a murder on stream. As we are now at the winners final, so we're going to be checking out that losers bracket for a bit. We've got Miami versus Muffins and Damo versus Saf. Alright, we'll be right back after the break.
See you soon.
After these important messages.
Incredibly punishable animation that a lot of characters are able to punish even with an instant kill, so she ends up being a very feast or famine kind of character.
Yeah. Generally, you're either going to have a round like this where you get nearly perfected, or you're going to double perfect the opponent.
Especially from a character like Order Soul. So, Order Soul in the lore is a version of Soul Bad Guy from the past, who... Yes,
You know,
and his...
young Joseph in Heritage of the Future, you know?
Yeah, and his design is meant to be a deliberate callback to Guilty Gear 1, so you can see he's got that separate meter above his tension gauge, and that is his charge meter, which he can charge up by just... He's got an instant charge, which
That steadily fill up his meter, or by doing a certain command grab that's still the opponent's meter. He also has a heat gauge where various moves, most notably 6H, but also a lot of his special moves, will build up this heat gauge. The higher that is, the more damage his moves do, and some of their hit properties are altered. In particular, his normals as well as his special moves. But if it's too hot, then he explodes.
Oh no, and those missiles so hit it.
Don't encourage them though, they'll start making more like Evangelion parody when you go out.
Shinji's gonna get grounded again.
Season 3, it's real.
Alright,
up
and
that
so
card,
where... Yes.
There we go.
So,
Look
yeah,
at the damage there.
far out. That's
Guard
that's
bar.
and that guard bar build is the ticket to Venom's big damage. Normally not a particularly very high damage character, but he can put out some pretty threatening stuff when he's able to crank that guard bar like he was using with those charged stinger aims there.
I thought there might have been Bob or something. Like, I don't recall it being the Green Auto, the dreaded Ogala. Cool. Yeah, that's an interesting moment there. Is that online drop with the internet dash pickup or Nintendo Beta Burst? Watch out. Yeah, Force Break Gamma Blade, one of the biggest improvements that Chip received in Plus R. Just a really good move, a projectile that beats lots of stuff and has so much hit stun.
Oh no, and
Will knock him down. And yeah, that's real good. You can't whiff punish that at that space.
right, and that probably hit there because that's that charge that Robokai just used is throw invincible. Well, it's actually just completely invincible, isn't it? It's also plus on block, so we do have the Robokai install active again. Both players on a magic pixel, and really early on, and now we are.
What's going on here? Controller issue or are some impolite shenanigans happening here? Letting Moose build other mid or the Moose reset on Moose. Love to see it. Air throws, of course, in Guilty Gear, extremely potent anti-airs because the hitbox goes upwards mostly. There we go. And of course, you know, still one frame. Oh, here we go. Yes. So Robotac has a running move, you know. He's like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. So good. Beautiful spacing there. Only certain spacings that stun dipper works. That is a combo tool. Here we go again. Keeping it simple. Projectile Locky. Stop that Axel.
Oh, unfortunate whiff on the dead angle attack there as well. So you got more. You've got more traditional guard cancel attacks in this game. Unique animations for each character.
Why aren't you in the tournament, Merman? As we see Damon, this one will charge up the 236k, the Fusion, the Dragon Kick. You know, it's like the Dragon Kick in Killer Instinct. You just go flying across the screen real good. Splats on the wall, big damage.
Yes, hold forward view. Regular hold forward viewers here might actually see a few shades of Kim Woo in Jam.
There we go. Look at that wall splat.
Right there.
Okay, High Guts attempt there using the EXDP, which is usually a go-to combo end.
If her gauge is allowed to run out before she does anything to forcibly end the mode, then she is placed into an exceptionally long recovery animation, which is referred to as Suka motion. And that is an incredibly punishable animation that a lot of characters are able to punish even with an instant kill. So she ends up being a very feast or famine kind of character.
Yeah. Generally, you're either going to have a round like this where you get nearly perfected, or you're going to double perfect the opponent. Because in this game, your dust follow-up, you've only got the jump follow-up, and it's not always what you want, because you don't want to... A lot of characters don't want to end their air combo in the air, they want to get back on the ground, so you alter your air momentum, usually by just immediately double jumping, and that keeps the opponent launching up, and forcing them into a certain amount of untech time, at which point you can hit them on the way down. You will be landing sooner than they will. Or, trying to just clutch it out here with the ODG Lightnings, do one for measure.
Heat Knuckle into extend. Jump out of the delayed pot buster, no less. Incredible awareness from Damo.
And we saw a good demonstration of that last Hammerfall of how effective Eddie itself is, because Eddie will take a hit, which counts as being a hit taken. So that means like the Hammerfall will just let rip on the Eddie, and then. And we're back with Sunday Night Heat. I'm Michael Cole, joined by Corey Graves as always. I'm not continuing that bit, fuck WWE. Of course, true connoisseurs will know that the joke is that Michael Cole didn't commentate Sunday Night Heat, because that was before he was hired for that job. And yeah, we got Muffin versus Miami. So once again, seeing that Miami sends the Chip Potemkin. This is one of the classic fuck this matchups for Double X. Like, Slayer Potemkin and Chip Potemkin are just, oh no, I'm so sorry. So sorry for you, Chip. Yeah, there's this video Kasoru made back in the Guilty Gear Slash era, where it was just a compilation of Chip dying set to the Spelunker music. That's the Chip Potemkin experience, you know? You jump like half a meter and you instantly die.
Absolutely wonderful video. But you know, we can certainly see Chip dying to some kind of music in this matchup. Potemkin, you know, with that sweet chin music.
Yeah, no super kicks from Potemkin here, just the chops, just the flair. Here we go again. Woo! Secret Sword 2. Not going for the heat extend because we want that Oki. Miami is desperately mashing, pushing that H, pushing that kick, pushing that FRC just to go for as many hits as we can here. Evening up those life bars, watch out. One big clean hit from Potemkin will be enough at this point. Hammer fall through, nice. Bend the 50 tension to get the earlier Roman cancel. This is not the old FRC point. Children growing up an entire generation not knowing about what the Hammerfall FRC point used to be. Mega Fist to try and catch the edge jump. Oh, but so high. Yeah, Hammerfall FRC used to be on hit stun. Like the first frame of hit stop was so good. And he had that from vanilla through to accent core. Then, you know, Potemkin into like top 5 in accent core. It's like, Potemkin is not allowed to be that good.
No, we won't be having any of that.
Yeah, fun Potemkin is now gone. I mean, Pod is still fun, but if you've never played Accent Core Potemkin, it is an eye-awakening experience.
They turned him into Urian.
Yes.
Like Third Strike Urian specifically, where he's setting up the Aegis Reflector to do unblockable. Oh my god! Heavenly Potemkin Buster.
Psychic Heavenly! My favorite thing about Potemkin as a grappler design is that he doesn't have a grab super, he has an anti-air super. And yeah, that means that you can give a grappler fun tools because their big damage is for reading the jump away rather than just gambling on the grab.
Mm-hmm.
Pod versus Chip, 10-10 matchup. Somewhere between Xrd and plus Pod is the most fun version. That's right, Moose. That is Accent Core Potemkin.
You got it.
He has the Oki and he has the fun moves. Out again, Miami just doing everything it can. Just don't be where the Potemkin is gonna swing. Oh, there we go. The Strive combo. Here we go. That's right. There is a shade of the Origin in the final product. There we go, slide head, get that knockdown, double hammerfall, sign of a good Potemkin play. They don't drop the second hammerfall's charge. Here we go. 6H, Mega Fist, watch on! Last hit, watch out! Leaden and rip, no more meter.
On just the shimmy into the Potemkin Buster.
Really?
Classic.
Oh, the read!
Oh my god!
6H, eat again, that's dead. Thanks for playing, Miami. Check out some Spelunker for the NES, published by IREM. It'll be a very cathartic experience for you, I think. Is Gianna believes in the muffins? We'll see, we'll see. Damo versus Saf coming up here. Saf with... Oh! Yeah, Saf plays Eno, so I'm very interested in seeing who gets picked here. Because Axel Eno is also miserable. But he may play Zato. We'll see, we'll see. Saf has a bunch of characters. I want to see the Axel Eno. I want to see Saf complaining about 5P. As we wait for them to enter the room, of course. We'd like to give a shout out to our community supporters, the Kame House Fight Club, the DBFZ tournaments every Thursday on twitch.tv/officialfgc, the Sendo Savage Crew, Savage exhibitions of tournaments over on twitch.tv/Sendo Savage Crew, UNGA Down Under, SF5, Guilty Gear Strive, and KOF15 leads over at twitch.tv/Onga Down Under. Killer Instinct ANZ, the Killer Instinct tournaments for the Oceanic region over at the_Rowdy_Howdy. And of course, shoutouts to the Fledglings, the weekly tournaments for SF5 beginners on Team WP. And Dusk Academy exists to help players of all skill levels level up with resources available for all players. Tournament streamed at twitch.tv/DuskFGC. We've got the May versus the Axel here. Almost a situation where you need to request a double blind. Unfortunately, you can kind of do that online. Just by default. May, Double X May is closer to Strive May than Xrd May. She pushes buttons and she does the dolphin.
That's right.
It's just, you do different things off the dolphin, but that's basically the game plan. Overhead Kiss in this version specifically is a running grab which has a bunch of iframes. And you can also combo into it off of a 2H. Oh, the corner loop, here we go. S6P, Mr. Dolphin.
The OTG Dolphin right at the end to take the kill in this first round here.
Yeah, H horizontal Dolphin has a ground splat property.
Oh, the 6H catching that backdash right at the end, and the cross-up vertical Dolphin as well.
Throw off of buttons because of the running startup. Whoa, hello. Pushing that dust. That's the clash cancel. Interesting decision. Oh yeah, May also has... Ooh, the force break Ania! Here we go! And yeah, that super, the Killer Whale super, does in fact have hyper armor in this version. So, very annoying move to deal with.
And Saf there just using the whiff on that Dolphin to try and give Damon a bit of a spacing and timing trick there, and was able to land the 2K into the 2D for the finish.
But now that Damo has the potential to switch to Zato, which means he'll be committed to the rest of the set if we're playing some funny character pick meta here. And that does mean that if Saf loses, he can go to the Eno and possibly have an easier time dealing with Zato. We'll see. If he can... May is, as always, a bit of a litmus test character, where it's like, okay, if your stuff is on point, you can lock it down quite easily, but if you don't have your stuff down good, then she will run around and swing that axe. Sorry, that anchor. She had an axe in the first concept design for her, when Guilty Gear 1 was going to be pre-rendered visuals. And Amelia had a knife.
That is a horrifying idea. Guilty Gear with pre-rendered visuals.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear: The Missing Link brought to you by Rareware.
Yeah, like if Guilty Gear 1 wound up looking like a Toshinden type thing, like it was going to be at one point, yeah. It'd be in a different spot, you know. We'd be talking about Guilty Gear the way we talk about like Ragnargard.
Which is to say we don't.
I mean, I do. I just... Is May top tier in this game? Yeah, tiers don't exist. Everyone's top tier. But yeah, I was talking about this with people on Friday when introducing them. It's like, yeah, this is the game where you can say, pick whoever you want, and then they say, I want to play Bridget, and you go, maybe not her.
I mean, I don't encourage people to play Bridget if they want. It's not like...
You're gonna have to learn a lot of things with Bridget. You gotta learn a lot about not getting hit. Saf doing some absolutely savage violence there.
Yep, Murmur is a true Bridget believer.
Bridget truthers. The brisket truther. Buster versus Moose winners final coming up here. Murmur willing to finally concede it. Yeah, like, Bridget has a lot of fun tools. She just doesn't have knockdown. If you just had a knockdown in the air, then you could actually do the really fun Bridget stuff consistently, and it'd be very cool. But alas, she's not Reload Bridget, and she's not Strive Bridget, so you just have to fly a lot. You know, you gotta listen to that Johnny advice that he gave her. Fly away.
Yeah, unfortunately, she is not Reload Bridget, and she's also not Strive Bridget, who is Cliff.
That's right. Here we go. The matchup you've been waiting for. Moose versus Buster. Buster walking up to Moose saying, I finally found you, faker!
Faker? I think it's you who's the faker
make you those
around
words.
here.
No, we didn't do it exactly right, but you know, we got the picture.
I don't remember the exact dialogue choice there. The command grab from Moose, setting up that pressure with the rocket.
Telling me you haven't memorized Sonic Adventure 2's dialogue? Are you telling me you didn't spend 500 hours grinding for Chow Chaos Drives?
That is correct, I did not do that.
A rocket? Nice! That is such a good pick up there. The K on one side, the rocket hitting from behind at the perfect time to keep it going. Love to see that stuff. Weird situational goal.
And I love the use of the jump S here from Moose as a preemptive air-to-air. But not working out, unfortunately. Buster with the corner. And the pickup with the stun dipper right at the end after the 6K. I've never seen that.
One chance still for Buster. That rocket might be enough to clutch it out. Watch out. Rocket, rocket, rocket. The elbow. It's so rare that you see the Ven FRC, but Moose just desperate to not take any damage here. Last chance for both players. Watch out. One rocket will do it. One jump H. One jump S.
Oh, the clash right at the end there too?
A London calling. Moose is the one to rock the Casbah out of that round. Ooh. Ooh. Rainbow Servant in the house. Just swing with that Greed 7.
Shoutouts to Wang.
Shoutouts to iconic Perth player Wang. Retinal legend.
There's the Moose air throw. Beautiful stuff.
Akuchu Nageda. There we go again. So it's the first one. Let me double check that I'm not behind a bit. Oh, I'm on. I'm good.
Yep, so that's actually a unique option for RoboKai there. He has the ability to delay his wake up by talking about this cool rock that he found on the ground just now.
Yeah, I don't think enough people have really listened to the dialogue to understand that's what he's doing. It's so good.
Hey, look, a penny!
It's truly that M&M's kart racing going, look, a nut. Maybe Robo's just thinking about the Street Fighter 2 rock on Tourney stage.
Ooh, maybe.
Oh, no.
Dame, just barely missing the timing for the link there. Got the OTG hit.
A bit of a Bakamitai situation there. Yikes. Dummy da Buster right there. Oh, watch out here. Even life once again. Yeah, had to burst out there. Did not want to lose the game. That's right, chat. You've lost the game. Ooh, last chance still! Footsie's, honest Footsie's taking it. Buster's still alive.
Oh, just a bit too overzealous with the command grab there, but Buster in turn not accurately judging the spacing needed for Stun Dipper.
Go. What's the reset? No reset, letting him escape. Bruce being the one pushing the corner. Watch out. Pressure. Goodness me, that's a terrifying steam alert to receive in a tense moment like this. Ooh, Moose going for gold. Smells the blood. Watch out for that nuke. Yep. Definitely trying to vent.
Buster was ready for it on the way down. The missile was not so hidden to them.
Oh, 3-8. Old school. Old school meaty there. Big frame advantage on that 3H. And can be used to bait DPs. Watch out for the missile. Dong. No counter hits, so no pick up off that, no matter. Look at this life lead here. Whoa. Getting air thrown right back here. Low on resources.
Skiati, you're open. But so is Buster here.
A droopy rocket. That's all you need. A droopy dog gameplay. I'm not gonna do a droopy dog impression here. No, that's. I'm above that. I'm above quoting filthy cartoons. Flashback to me doing a. Flashback to me doing a Garen Kaina joke earlier. Secret Sword 2. Drop my guard. This is what you call composure!
Heaven or hell? 2 1, let's rock!
So the next game on the set here as we seek down a hit 5H, but no dashing throw. That's what you want. You want to get that meter build. Ooh, cool rock. Nice. A rare sign of a throw tech. Love to see him.
So the throw tech window in this game is 2 frames. Not really useful as an explicit answer to throws. It's mostly just there to be an escape hatch for when both players try to throw each other at the same time. And just an incredible pickup off of the Lightning FRC there from Buster.
It was 3 frames for throw tech. What matters is the same. If you tech on the same frame, then you get pushed out. And if you tech on the 2 frames after, you get slight disadvantage. You know, like that thing that just happens in Undenied Inbirth. But yeah, throw techs are more to resolve same frame throw inputs more than they are to consciously tech a throw. Because, you know, we don't have cool ideas, like what if danger time happened on same frame throw? It's cowardly to actually do in the final build. It absolutely should have been what they did in Big Pin. Would have been the best. I mean, like, have it randomly occur on clashes as well. The same frame throw input should have been a guaranteed one.
I still remember you talking about danger time as like, this is the mechanic that is supposed to be the anti-salary man going into the arcade after work and grinding Kokonoe set play for 6 hours before going home for the night.
Yeah, go play, like that, you know? Go play the Ninja Warriors if you're gonna be like that. Go to Mikado, just play the Ninja Warriors. Go farm stage 17 of Rygar. That milk rules so much. Have you ever seen the Rygar milk?
I can't say I have, no.
Oh, that game is one of those games where there's, if you're hanging around long enough, then an invincible enemy pops up to try and kill you for the timeout. But it moves in a deterministic pattern, and while it gets extremely fast, there is still a rhythm that you can hit in which you'll consistently dodge it while still milking the enemies. So there's this guy jumping around throwing a giant yo-yo, while this weird face continually flies across the screen at a blistering speed. It's so good. You know what else is good? Moose being up 2-0. One more game for Moose for that clean, grand final position. Can Buster clean it up?
Certainly sending those missiles around at a clean high speed of our own here. Moose just throwing out those zoning patterns, making it difficult for Buster to break through. No milking here. We are still we're losing to Bashinet right now.
Are we losing to Bashinet? No, they're on stage 3 on the Archer screen.
I'm not even sure if Robokai is a particularly good analogy for Bashinet.
We don't know anything about Bashinet if it's a person or just the robot itself. Like, Bashinet just appears, this weird ship, this weird red ship, plays the cool song. Sometimes it becomes a Gundam. Specifically the GPO3 Dendrobium. As we pick up off this, here we go, dame. Yikes, dame guy. Look at this high heat. You build up heat while you're doing this, but you also don't explode. He is gonna have to deplete his heat a bit.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness me, these rockets again paying off so big. Low crush, low crush, low crush, one more hit. So doing everything.
The javelin just taking that knockdown. The invincible charge right at the end.
That's okay, Luciana. You'll get there. You'll get there. We'll get our Dame down there guy on stream again soon enough.
Dame down there, girl.
Yikes. I'm done for dealing with this, Okazami. I keep getting counter hit by these Baka meaties.
You have the spacing for that combo into Stun Dipper, and really favorable positioning here for Buster. And
pick up! Here we go! Monogarashi takes 6k. Go with the Stun Dipper ender rather than the Oki here. Yeah, because, you know, he's gonna do the delayed wake up, so you might as well just take the damage. Yeah, these lightning strikes. From memory, if you do 2 lightning strikes, you can mess with the ability to input the delayed wake up. Okay, good. Respecting the jump dust. Love to see it. Good job, Moose. Whoa, perfectly
Big
spaced.
jump S air to air counter hit. Moose living on a prayer right now.
Yeah, there's a retracted hurt box on the 4th rank green 7, so you can sometimes get away with it as a wake up.
Oh my god, and just steals that 3rd game with the air throw, sending Buster into the loser's bracket.
Big thefts here. Archer Stream is currently doing the Blackheart fight because it's a Flying Baron playing. As we... Here we are for the live Bat Rider reactions.
Yeah, this is what you're all here for, right?
That's right, check out Armed Police Bat Rider, everybody. Boot it up in main. You can probably boot it up in Fightcade, but it's probably going to be the wrong ROM set.
I think it is the wrong ROM set, yeah.
I mean, that just makes the game easier, so I guess that's okay. It's not like the Korean PCBs. Like Hong Kong Donpachi. Woof. Saf versus Muffins. This is an interesting one. Like, ooh, is it going to be the Eno? Or is it going to be the Mei? How are they going to try to avoid getting gripped? Oh, is Moose trying to confess that he has in fact been cheating this whole time? Ooh. Moose with the trainers? Moose with the air throw trainer?
Alright, big trade to kick things off here. Going for the read with the heat knuckle, but we're gonna get hit by the chemical lovers for our trouble.
Here's our good friend Eno. So no anti-air command grab for this Eno, but Chemical Love goes full screen. This is also, like, execution-wise, the hardest Eno's ever been, because you have to do a lot of, you know, when you do your funny Roman cancel shift inputs and strive, you gotta do that with much more finicky timing here. You gotta buff your FRC in between a dash input. Very annoying to do if you want to pick up off these horizontal chemical loves. But, you know, you don't need it. She's got plenty of other tools. And, you know, if she knocks down Potemkin and forces the projectile lock, he's got to respect it.
Very strong with Eno. She's going to be very strong for lots of reasons that you'll be familiar with if you've seen her in other games. Just incredible offense like that fuzzy setup right there. And again, it just doesn't stop.
Rare combo. There, here we go. Big yesies. Counter, no counter hit. Whoa! Iframes through the buster.
We are doing reversal super during hit stun like it's Street Fighter 4.
Jump cancel H stroke. Yes, she needs it. Don't talk about SF4 in my presence again. Saf taking that first game very decisively. Scary to see. Can Muffins become Hannah fucking Muffins? Are we just getting the Muffins tonight?
She's definitely going to need to become Hannah fucking Muffins, that's for sure. Because this loses semis. You know, Muffins only got one chance left. She is fighting for her tournament life right now.
Ooh, interesting decision going on the Bad Rider screen. As we're just hit the 6 million points, but we're keeping the lines.
Interesting decisions happening here as well, including a neutral jump. Worked very well for Muffins.
Look at that combo of Potemkin Buster. Look at the damage. Beautiful to see.
What a flick.
What an answer there. Mr. Karate Fireball in the house. Yeah, just banking on a wake up super or something coming out there. I'm gonna flick this. So nasty.
There's the classic backdash pot buster into the safe jump, taking the hit. We're gonna burst out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Beating this DBT that had just come out. Whoa, here we go. There we go.
Yep.
Can't super the Potemkin matey. Potemkin gaming. Oh!
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this is indeed Hannah fucking Muffins. Yeah.
She is awakened.
Cream will rise to the top. Yeah.
On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get another team event going. Get that Ultimate Maniacs going. Murmur just preparing for a match. No sleep, no food, no nothing. Just maniacism.
God, can you possibly imagine a team tournament where each team was forced to adhere to a tag team wrestling gimmick?
I could imagine it. So which version of the Rocket, which version of the Midnight, do we have to do like every iteration of the Midnight Express?
We might have to.
This doesn't mean the same person every time being Bobby Eaton.
Yep. You got it. Alright, so, looks like we got fucking Saf here to counter the Hannah fucking Muffins.
Oh,
What?
Dash.
Backdash.
Waiting the heat.
Backdash Podbuster coming in hot. We have the counter hit Gold Burst. Full resources on deck here for Saf. Lots of meter to play with. All of the meter to play with.
One up
Not
is
using
half
any of
full.
it just yet. There's their FRC.
Execution. Fully warmed up now. Watch out. Big hit. Wow. Forest doesn't get beaten by the flick there. Oh my goodness me, that was a potbuster. This is not good. Hannah, please. Hannah, no! Well done to Saf. Bat Rider just picked up a second extra life on the airport stage as they're milking the medals on Buzzcock right now. As we move on to Saf versus Buster. Can Fundamentals defeat the mix-up? Who's got the stronger execution? And of course, don't forget to check out pugilist.tech, https pugilist.tech. Proud sponsors providing all sorts of exciting equipment for fighting game needs. They have sticks, they have boards, they have buttons, they have combo buttons, they have crown buttons, they have Sunwa buttons, they have cardboard boxes with holes pre-cut in them to try out a hitbox concept on your own. Just, get some quick connects, get some pliers, rip them together, try out with some buttons, see how it feels. $15.
Yeah, we are getting into the they're getting into the enclosures as well. The arcade enclosure is pretty hard to come by in Australia, so really lovely to see. Just like this lovely start here from Buster, just in full control right now. Happy to keep our distance here. Combo into Stun Dipper, safe jump, force break. Saf not ready for it. But Saf just finding that momentum on their own as well. Sending those stunnages through the stars.
Yeah, don't even need every hit to connect here, just Buster maintaining that control. Do these fire S's lead to a combo? No. Do they keep her away and on my terms? Yes. Watch out for the note! Ooh! Tricky timing. Able to escape, but doesn't matter here. Catch him in the air. Right down to the wire of the tournament here. Feel the tension in the air. Getting more of these moments of dead air, these moments of tension, these stare downs.
Right.
Here.
Being hit on the burst bait. Give me one here. Give me two. Give me three. Give me three.
Big stage gonna go for Oki. Yep. Beautiful fireworks display, courtesy of Saf in that previous exchange. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh, no launch. GBT working as an anti-air here. Love to see it.
Threading the needle through that force break note and the 2P taking the first game here for Buster.
Yeah, when it comes to stroking the big tree, do you think that Kai's got a big log or, more of a twig?
Well,
I think Sol would be the better person to ask over Dizzy, but anyway.
Yeah. No, because see, Kai definitely tops in the Kai Sol relationship.
I tops like all his relationships. That's the thing.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Kai's definitely got a hefty lot there. You know, his French. He's got. You know, you ever seen like that French old growth? Where it's like, yo, this tree is like. It's like 4 meters wide at the trunk. You know, that's Kai.
Yeah.
That's the Kisuke.
Okay.
Old
See-
school Kai, old school France.
See, I was wondering. My main concern was how much of an effect the gear transformation would have on him post Exard.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody ever uses that dragon install.
True.
Kai says that size doesn't matter because Kai is a kind person who supports people from all walks of life. You know, Guilty Gear developing further into a story about finding comfort in yourself and your body.
Honesty with yourself is sometimes difficult, but there is nothing more rewarding than finding comfort in that honesty.
Unfortunately, Buster has found great comfort in hard read EX Creed Sever there. Oh my god.
Nothing honest about that, except for honestly
I may be
fantastic
kind,
presence
but
of
Buster
mind.
is not.
Greed Sever is honest. Greed Sever is the most honest tool in the game.
Fine. I mean, it is honest. It does everything it tells you it's going to do.
And it tells you everything it's going to do.
It does have this very loud, so you know it's there. You know it's coming.
There's
I was
6.
expecting a dog cancel there. That's fine. You've escaped. Down here, avoid the note. Ooh, got caught. Read it again? No. I always kind of expect Buster to do the sort of threading that he does with dealing with Justice move formations. The 8 stun edge in the air. Whoa! Jab! Marvel versus Capcom. Buster preparing for that Evo lineup of Marvel 3.
Really late burst there from Saf. Keeping it safe.
Super!
Wake up.
That was a
Oh
good
my
one.
god.
Engine, it's in the air. 1-1. This one is the loser's final, so it does need to beat a 3. Here for the long haul at last, the business end. You will be the one to fight Moose. Oh. This is just HD remix right here. Maybe might be a connection issue. I definitely remember an HD remix matchup which was just Honda and T-Hawk in opposite corners just pushing the low jab.
Alright, give us a moment as we try to figure out what exactly is going on here. Okay, we in play now? Alright, we're in play now.
Yeah, if you've got connection issues, just agree when you need to reset the match, but just agree for one person to IK the other twice. Easy. The game does have such a mechanic. Not quite as good as like the Sam Show 5 surrender button. Which I guess Hokuto Ken technically has in the game settings now.
Yep. What a built-in mechanic though, where you just
Yeah, only Shin has
turn
the
away.
mechanic.
Yep. Only Shin is allowed to die on his own terms.
Buster on the way to getting a 2-game advantage.
Buster certainly establishing his own terms here. The jump H from Saf coming in hot. We've got the throw from Buster though. Always in control. Always in control, not quite able to get the pick up off of the air throw, taking a throw for his troubles.
Derek remarking they couldn't believe that Guts combo didn't kill 4 hits earlier. That is a good point to mention, Derek. This is a unique game in the Guilty Gear series as far as character HP. Plus, increased the live to 460 from 420. Exard reverted it back to 420. Oh, back in that corner. Bit too late to get the high guts damage there, but still clutching it out. Ooh.
2-game advantage here for Buster.
And of course, having higher base HP means that your guts is going to be more active for longer. Which is one of the chip buffs, technically. Alright, 2-1. Buster with the advantage here. Will we get back to Juice? What if we ran tournaments which had Juice scoring?
Juice scoring?
You know Juice in tennis?
Oh, okay.
No, not juices in the beverage. Or the
Yeah.
K-Web. No,
Took you.
Yeah, sorry, too many real sports here. Gotta talk
Yeah.
about that stuff again. How about that Pro Wrestling Noah show last week with KG Minno's retirement, eh? Pretty great.
Sorry, that's too close to real sports for me.
Yeah, it's true, Tiger Hattori was refereeing again. That is the realest of sports. Masahiro Chono was there. Shinya Hashimoto was there, and whoa, that's a guy.
God, so...
Saf has had it with his wrestling talk. He wants to get this match done, damn it.
Let me out of here. Big counter hit out of the air. We're going to take the knockdown in the corner. Big trades. Jumping out says, no, please do not stroke that big tree. I am a man of God. Guy saving himself from marriage.
Screwed. And in marriage, no less. Kisuke preparing to ride the big poster of I love my beautiful curvy wife and her 2 ghosts. You know, when I was younger, I was made fun of for preferring women on the 2 ghosty sort of side.
Smoke that mid tree. You smoke that mid, sir. And it is your contention that mids get you fucked up.
Yeah, this is... Smoke of that mid tree because Testament's got the dank tree.
Yeah.
Staff clutching it out there, 2-all. Still got hope. Right down to the wire. Love to see it.
Heaven or hell? Duel. Let's rock.
There's blood to Saf here, but Saf approaching that corner now. Ooh! Nova jab on Ino's side this time. Why is Saf sick nasty at every game they play? Well, we've got to ask them. As we'll do some sick nasty interviews afterwards. Pretty simple here. Needleless Oki. Fair enough, got cancel that. That's what they were committing. We'll commit to this program. Whoa, that's my favorite Cayenne here. The one nobody expects, the 5H. I can't be surprised at what you can get off it. Oh my goodness!
We're gonna get the kill off of this.
Oh, that's nice. That's so good. Was that a double jump in there? Was that a double jump and still pick up? I think
It might have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
Great block on the
For those
cross.
unfamiliar, jumping falling is a silly mechanic.
Which is why in Accent Core, the game does it for you automatically.
On certain moves.
On certain.
Yeah, like close hits, nah, you gotta do that for yourself. Same like 2H or whatever.
You can't win a ball.
You can if you play Faust, I guess.
Yep. The working man's character. 6H wall bounce into the second loop here. Get another 6H.
Corner here, but burst is available. Nice pick up there, but not able to commit. Doesn't matter. Burst available here, so if things get dicey, Saf does have one more chance. Buster, too low on life, going down to the final round. Full resources stacked. If you burst, if like gold burst at the start of the round, you might get a burst back depending on how long it goes here. Whoa, one overhead.
Oh, and the vertical chemical lovers to catch the tech after that one. Really smart stuff from the staff. Got the counter hit sweep here, just barely missed timing that 3H. So Metallic Cake, the reason that like it is a bit of a strange choice, but Fares for Eno is an incredibly good Oki option just because of yep, no recovery. It is a small projectile hitbox, and it's just active.
Oh, last life here. Nearly out of meter here. Not able to FD through it. Gonna have to move. Last chance. No chance. Saf is advancing. We saw Moose destroy Buster 3-0 earlier. Will Saf share the same fate when fighting the man, the myth, the legend, the Moose themselves?
So we are moving into our grand finals here. Saf on the loser's side and Moose, the legend, on the winner's side.
3 games only required for Moose to win. 6 games for Saf. How will fate go? We'll find out after we hear a word from Pugilist Tech. HTTP www.pugilist.tech. They're based in Melbourne. They have fixed price for their shipping. You can buy as much or as little as you want. You'll pay the same price anywhere in Australia and New Zealand. And of course, there's Lager Gaming, who are a Nashville, Tennessee. You know, you can crank that country music. Well, esports organization that specializes in the brand building of players and the management of content creators. They also compete in many fighting game titles such as Street Fighter, Tekken, and Killer Instinct. Outside of the fighting game community, they have teams and members for games such as FIFA, Pokémon Monsters Go, and Call of Duty. For more information, head on over to Lager Gaming, that's lagrgaming.com, or Lager Gaming on all major social media platforms. You got something major going on here. Chemical Love.
Like I said before, if you go ahead to lagergaming.com, you might also find out about their Def Jam Fight for New York sponsorship opportunities. I know one of you fiends are holding out for that game.
And I'm just thinking about, you bring up bringing Def Jam Fight for New York. I'm just thinking about how before we went on the air, we consciously decided, let's not talk about eating games. And then one of the first comments in the Twitch chat is trying to bring up Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes.
Yeah, Goat's trying to wriggle my brainworms into existence.
And no running attack there for Moose, and so Zap able to just let rip with that super. Get that first round. Not giving up without a fight here. There will be blood.
Alright, the 5P anti-air, the Nova.
And look at the damage on that one. Start of a round. Running attack through. Yeah, baby! Look at that life chain. Counter hit Horsey! Shades of reload there. Clang FRC, Clang FRC. Just the patience there. Refusing to push a button.
Might come back to bite him with that guard bar cranked up high.
Regular throw would have pleaded heavily though. No pickups. Judd, don't want to eat a regular hit. Ooh, 6P, here we go. Running attack. Nice. Baiting the block, but unfortunately not able to punish here. It is the Eno supers after all. It's like trying to punish Johnny's super on block.
Just incredible defense from Moose right now. FRC from Sap, we've got the throw.
But
Break mode into another throw.
Is it burst time? Oh yeah, knows that these bursts are going to be risky. Nice blocks, nice blocks. Watch out, burst out! No.
And a very EB Games trade to win Saf the first game.
What? That was an advantageous trade. That's not EB Games at all.
It was an EB Games trade for Moose.
Yeah,
I went about the call in the wrong order. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Moose has indeed passed in like 5 copies of FIFA and gotten $5 store credit off that. Gonna need a bit more if you want that shiny new Xbox Series X.
You're gonna need the level 3 membership card.
They have levels in their memberships?
They sure do.
See, I basically never buy from EB. So I do not know what I never bother with the membership.
Moving into the second game here, we'll see if Moose can make some adjustments. I'm sure Moose is looking to end this quickly. He doesn't want to play 6 games if he can help it.
we're just inspiring to make Moose actually like love the game more than Exard. Just play it more. That's the Gambit. Unfortunately, no Gambit available in this game. You're not going to be able to say credit card or whatever when you throw an air fireball. Running attack? No! Going for the slide. Not successful.
Trying to build up those resources, the 5H.
Okay. Interesting 6H. Like it was organic on the ground, so no idea what Moose is trying to push.
Big counter hit with the jump H.
Hockey. Nice. Throw mash. Again, got meter. Spend it. It's been working. Just gotta do some more serious hockey.
Moose looking a bit more comfortable right now, but the instant dive from Sap.
And that's the thing, Moose has traded in all his FIFA copies now. He's gotten out of the clutter. He's achieving that Zen. He's got that Marie Kondo mindset. Sap here. Sap thinking about so much stress on the line here. So many wins you gotta make.
Big counter hit anti-air right there. Not blocking that jump D.
Memory, Super is not throwable in this game, but it might be. Don't hold me to that. Check the wiki, everybody. wiki.dustloop.com. And I mean, like, Air Super is like plus 30 still. Very cool move. Here we go. Nice, blow up the burst. Get the gold burst, get that meter. Instant overhead. That's all you need. Clutch it out there.
Right, one apiece right now.
That's right. Set sail for one apiece is the name of the treasure we'll be fighting for. There's a straw man on the stage 1 boss of Bad Rider, by the way, on the Archer stream.
Ooh.
Flying Baron credit blow up somewhere in stage 5.
Moving into game 3 here. Moose winning that player 1 side. If it does anything for him.
Let's see, is he going to be like Luffy, or is he going to be more of, you know, like a new song?
Oh, stroke the big tree going underneath the horsey. Into a big combo here. Look at this damage.
Oh, there we go. Frame advantage there. Like plus 30, whatever it is. Ridiculous move. Oh, and the counter hit going under. Funny little pickup there. Pushing the corner, but here we go. The Moose.
Fake specialist.
Ah,
Trees
watch
aren't
out.
made of iron. Neither is Moose's defense here. Breaking through. Saf with the first round here.
And then over till it's over here. Getting that reversal of fortunes. No, the tree has been stroked once again. Ino saying, let it grow. Do you reckon Robokai could qualify as a Tumblr sexy man?
Oh, absolutely he would. Especially, like, post-Exod Robokai.
Oh yeah, like bakery Robokai, absolutely. But like this guy, like this era of Robokai, this is just a reply guy.
Yeah. Moose certainly replying to these defensive options.
Hell of a reset there, yeah. Surprised that we didn't get consecutive rockets, but just desperately swing with that DP. Trusting for the match buttons, and it worked. Want to get that lead going into the final game potentially, but still has to earn it here. Got to deal with these lows.
And yes, that is right. Hold forward staff. The first hit of Stun Dipper is Robokai's 2K.
2S is his sweep because his 2D lays down the map.
Yeah.
Robokai also is one of the fastest dusts in the game. It's like just the Kai animation, the big Black Knight Greatsword Golf Swing, but faster. Big life deficit here. Sap with the potential. 2-1.
We are just going back and forth right now.
Of course, EX Robokai does in fact have an actual stun dipper.
Stay
And I love the
tuned
animation
for...
because it's horsey.
Stay tuned to Fiery's stream in the coming weeks for an EX character tournament.
Yeah, that's right. In March. March is 5 weeks, so there will be an EX character tournament on the 29th. No Wednesday Fiery tournament this week for the family because we have next Sunday. We'll do the plugs at the end of the stream.
Yeah.
But important plugs to do, like talking about Lagger Gaming and Hoogeless Tech, proud sponsors of the Way Forward series.
Hold forward, not way forward.
Oh,
Unfortunately, this organization does not publish the Shantae games.
Okay, we're gonna, or like do weird outsourcing work to Nintendo for an HD remaster of Advance Wars 1 and 2, the games that nobody plays competitively.
Moose making up this life deficit here, but the reversal super from Saf. Oh, he wants to ride his bicycle.
Wants to ride it where he likes. That's Saf. Well on their way to resetting this bracket here. Moose got to step it up if Moose wants to let us go home early. I mean, I'm sitting at home right now, but you know, sleep would be nice. Still on that farm schedule, unfortunately. I know I don't mean like grinding for FF14. Look, just because I'm old doesn't mean I play FF14.
Just because you're old doesn't mean you're tired. Moose showing signs of life, still setting down the mat.
And here we go, the
stun. That is the round. Oh my god, no, it's not the round. Oh, it's the round, okay. Clutch jump S right at the end.
That could have still gone very poorly for Moose there. Starting to commit to give up on the combo a bit too late. Keeping that. Moose, what are you doing? Moose, what are you doing?
Moose.
Oh no, the Moose macros, the Moose trainer, it's glitching out.
What is Moose doing? Moose, this is grand finals.
Maybe an internet issue. They're just trying to wait it out. Okay, they're going in there. Or not. Okay, let's check the chats there, on the internal chats, see if there was anything going on there. Is Moose having an internet issue and forfeiting, or what? Yeah, lag spike. Ports a 600 ping in the match.
Interesting.
Oh, there we go. 653 with 199. Oh boy. 20 frames of rollback. That's the good stuff. That's me playing Samurai Showdown 5S with a certain Washington State person. I'm having a consultation with the judges here. Oh, ooh. They're going back in. Okay, Moose got to play it out. I guess that's a bracket reset. Saf definitely had the momentum throughout that set, so we'll see if we can maintain it the next time. Fresh 3 wins for both players here. And here we go. Get your predictions in, get your guesses. You could win a bunch of coins to silence people. Another such exciting hold forward gimmicks. No way forward gimmicks though. You're not gonna get your shanty moves this way. What's your favorite Shantae game and why is it the first one?
Because you said so.
Ah, love to see it, love to hear it. Appreciate you respecting my opinions enough.
Alright, Moose just swinging for the fences right now. Just pulling victory from the jaws of defeat in this first round of the bracket reset.
Here we go, big damage.
There's so much damage for a reversal. The FRC not going for the dash upwards though, just keeping it safe.
Moving up here. No! Calling out
Break
the
note, catching the jump out attempt.
The Robo high damage. Once again, return. Force break saving him. Wow! Slide not going under the chemical up. Oh. Fate is conspiring against Moose. The internet troubles. Slide not low profiling a move you'd expect it to. Can he fight? Can he overcome his fate? Or is his fate gonna stay the night? No. If you can't find a way to achieve stoicism, you will not achieve that hollow ataraxia. So you better fate go, win the match.
Fate go to the polls.
That's right, fate go to the polls. Vote for who's gonna win. Moose versus Saf. Let's go, DP.
Oh. Yes, the classic command grab DP mix-up. That is a stun. We are not taking any chances. The charge into the 5P taking this first game in the reset here.
Lightning player understands Fate Unlimited codes the polls. That's right, pick the poll guys in Fate Unlimited codes.
That's... Yeah, Slicer, when are we running Fate Unlimited codes?
When it has Netplay.
True, when it has Netplay.
When it has Netplay that doesn't suck shit. We're not doing a tournament with PCSX2 Netplay. Yeesh.
No, we're not.
If you want to do Netplay of an 8ing game, there's plenty you can do. Actually, there aren't that many 8ing games you can do. They're all GameCube based.
Yeah.
I mean, Tatsunoko scene still is willing to play with that Dolphin Netplay build.
Mm-hmm. It's about the best you can get, considering the delay environment. You can thank the melee players for that.
Yeah, they get rollback on theirs. Mate, I'm not running a tournament with PCSX2's delay. And you're gonna run it? Yeah, and I like you've got million and stuff to set up so these days. Obviously, I mean, we ran it a big cheese. We have plenty in SA, plenty of setups for Fate Unlimited codes. Now, after all, we did have the top 3 Saber altars. They all got their cheese in the end. Whoa, there we go. That's the shades of the Moose you love to see. Catch him with that back hit rocket. Shades of an SNK game. Ward off the back hit. Nice fireworks, beautiful to see. Ever played Hanabi, designed by Antoine Bowser? Sleepmode? Cooperative game where you gotta guess what's in your hand based on what your friends tell you.
I can't say I've played that one, no.
Fun game.
Certainly not a whole lot of cooperation happening in this set right now.
No man, depending on how these results go, could this be a rigged tournament? The answer is no, we don't do that.
No, we're honourable here.
Oh my goodness me. Did he botch the setup? No, planning that meaty throw. Moose is here. He is on point. Budokai 3, wouldn't you use the PS360 version of Budokai 3?
Would you? I don't think the PS360 version of Budokai 3 has online play built in.
I mean, they're saying use it over Parsec, so I'm pretty sure that Xenia and PCS3 is gonna work better.
Oh yeah, yeah, more than likely. PS2 notoriously difficult to get stable emulation for.
Also, confusion here due to poor descriptions by the judges here. Okay, Moose thought it was still the first set, and we're... Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Right, talk to your TOs and get very clear definitions of what's happening here. We are at some determined score. What's the score, Slicer?
It's 2-0 in the black bracket reset.
Okay. Okay, Moose just got to do it again. And that'll be funny, going from him assuming a forfeit to winning the bracket. We'll see. I love it when these weird moments happen. The Big Cheese Blaze Blue bracket, the SXC 2016 Undernight bracket, where both players thought the set had ended when it hadn't, and they wouldn't listen when we kept trying to drag them back in. Good times. Joys of tournaments.
We are only human. Sometimes we make very funny mistakes. It's not a mistake, it was that clean air-to-air from Saf. Maybe the next mistake after that was trying to pressure Moose when he had meter.
Can't pressure him, he's got a DP. And a super. Oh! Seen that in a long time. Get out of the way. Are all the Pirates Haruka Magica characters? In this version, yes. In Accent Core, they were Haruhi characters. So if you want indicators of what year Accent Core and Plus R dropped, there you go. Signs of the times. They're not specific references in Vanilla through Slap. They're also drawn nowhere near as well. It is worth noting that there's two different versions of this stage. Sometimes you'll get Homura being the cooler. Sometimes you'll get klutzy Homura, and then sometimes you'll get the cooler Homura. Likewise, that sign on the left-hand side will change, depending on what's happening in the match.
Saf just
There we
trying
go,
to
make
throw out
miracle.
the ordnance here.
Saf, here we are. This is tournament life for Saf right now here. There we go, Moose taking it now.
There is the tournament life gone. That is a 3-0 to Moose in the final round here, making him your champion for the Hold Forward tournament. Guilty Gear Execs, Accent Core, Plus R. Don't get to see him playing a whole lot, but when he does play, he sure does put on a show. Very excellent play from Moose and from Saf. And from everybody else who participated in this tournament, thank you so much for playing. And thank you so much to Hold Forward for putting this on for us. We're a really small, really plucky kind of local scene for the game. Slowly growing, but we really appreciate the spotlight that you guys are putting on for us.
Because if you want to play some more Guilty Gear there is no weekly tournament. There's usually one on Wednesdays. Check the OCE, the Oceanic Region Anime Discord for the usual deals. But on next Saturday, there will be the Vortex Gallery Accent Core Plus R bracket. Want to make some money playing Guilty Gear? Want to see some high-stakes action? You want to hear probably us on the mic? Check it out, Saturday the 4th of March, the Vortex Gallery Accent Core bracket. And of course, they will be back to the usual Wednesday brackets. That'll be twitch.tv/fiery. And yeah, they were just running the Melty Blood type Lumina tournament. Of course, the Vortex Gallery Lumina tournament is next Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. Melty Blood type Lumina. Play that rock, paper, scissors, that Soul Calibur every time you don't want to block. And yeah, I think that's it for plugs here. I mean, on Sunday the 19th of March will be the next monthly for SA, so come to Hartley Building of Adelaide University from midday on March the 19th for the tournament. We'll do a bunch of tournaments. It'll be cool.
No, I think everything has been said already. You guys already know where to find me if you need me for anything. Otherwise, let's go say hi to Ash and the friends over at Kame House.
You can follow me on twitter.com/pitchy_and_pals. We've been recording a podcast together. The episodes will go up when I finish editing them. Look forward to that. See you next time.